Well, I have a really strange issue with my iPod Touch and I can't seem to find any good information about it. You can see there that it's charging right now. But what I'll do is I'll charge it completely and I'll use it for a bit. And when it gets down to probably about 65%, sometimes it's more, sometimes it might be a little less, but when the charge goes down below a certain point, it just shuts down. All of a sudden, there's no real rhyme or reason for it. It doesn't seem to be because of the battery being dead, because it has lots of charge in it, but for some reason it just all of a sudden shuts down, and then I can't do anything. It won't start back up, it won't charge, the computer won't recognize it, and then I have to let the battery run dead for about probably a day and a half, maybe 2 days, and then all of a sudden, as you can see, it starts back up and it starts charging again. It starts working. You can plug it into the computer and you can do whatever you want with it, and all of a sudden it'll just start working. And there you go, you heard that. It just all of a sudden it started charging, and there we go, it's recognized by the computer. And I've seen online that a lot of people have had issues after upgrading to 6.0 or 6.1 or whatever, but that's not the issue with this one, because it did the same exact thing when it was on 4.3.5. So yeah, so I don't know what the heck the problem is, but I've never had this iPod actually working. It came with a screen that was burnt out. The backlight was burnt out on the screen when I got this thing, and as you can see, it has some cracks. Maybe you can't really see, but let's put her on macro, and so you can see right there that there's a whole bunch of cracks in the screen, and the reason for that is because I actually took the screen, this screen, out of my other iPod, and I put a new screen in that one, and I gave it to my grandson, and he's using that now, and it works great. Always worked great, even with this broken screen in it, and I never had an issue with that iPod. Well, I've been using this thing for a couple days now, and I think I fixed the problem. I don't recommend that you try what I did to fix the problem if your iPod is any good. If you can take it to Apple, get them to fix it, then that's the best way to go. But if you have an iPod like I have that I bought for parts and I never really intended to get it working, it might be worth trying this out. So what I had to do, and it might not be the same in your situation, and like I said, I don't recommend you doing this, but I heated mine up with this hair dryer, and I just put it on the lowest setting, and with the case off of it, I just heated it up and kept heating it up until it was quite hot. Probably a little hotter than I really needed to, but anyway, it was quite hot. And I flipped it over, heated the back up, and I pressed the home button, and all of a sudden a warning popped up on the screen that said the iPod was too hot, let it cool down, and I let it cool down for a bit, plugged it back in, and it just started working. And like I said, it's been 2 days and I haven't had any trouble with it since, so I think my problem's fixed, hopefully, and now I can get a new screen for it. I have a home button coming, and I need that ribbon cable because my sleep-wake button doesn't work. As you can hear, it does make the noise, but it just doesn't work. So